Welcome to my garden. Today I have another short live episode and mainly focusing on my chili plants. So after about 4 days of heavy rains, they were not continuous. The chili plants are flowering so beautifully. And look at the leaves right now, they are wider. So after the long dry season, finally we are going to enjoy so many chili fruits. You wouldn't believe that these chili plants, looking so green with lots of flowers, were all dry like this. Up to now, this one has not revived. It was small, so I'm thinking probably the roots were not that deep. So up to today, I've not been able to revive this one. I was able to revive the others even before the rains, although they were still struggling with very small leaves. But at least today, after the heavy rains, look at all this. So the good thing is that I give my chili plants lots of compost and manure. So which means when they flower, I'm definitely going to get fruits. Look at this. So giving your chili plants the nutrients they need during fruiting and flowering will ensure you can enjoy the fruits. And remember, this is after 2 years. All this. Then you can see some yellowing. So for this yellowing, it means there's lots of water in the ground. The ground has soaked in enough water. See, the top of this plant is still dry. The way it was before the rains. The top is still dry. So that's why I'm telling you, all these plants were super dry. But chili is a good drought tolerant plant. Look at this. Same chili plant that is dry with lots of fruit. I have already harvested the big chili fruits, the first harvest, and the birds have also done so much damage. Oh my! The birds have done a lot of damage to my, not only to my chili, but also to my sunflowers. I think I only have one sunflower head right now. I've managed to get so many birds because I really wanted lots of pollinators in my garden, but they have really chewed my fruits, my chili. So you look at the ground where you see lots of chili seeds. The birds, that's the work of the birds, and the chili fruits that have been chewed halfway. See? So good thing more flowers are still growing. Then right now, today you can notice more green on the ground. Look at my ground today. Remember, my ground has been bare, but now look at my ground after the heavy rains. So it's getting some cover, and I will take you on a walk outside again. I will do a walk outside to show you the grass. The grass is coming back. So at least the ground is getting some green. And the grass is coming back. Look at this. Still dry, part of it. Lots and lots of chili. Lots and lots of chili. This is the big chili. And the birds. Birds. So in my videos you can always hear the birds singing and making so many noises. Even right now I've got so many birds. So this time round I've managed to get the weaver birds, the red-cheeked cordon blue bird. I've seen the firefinch. I've seen the hoopoe. So many birds in my garden. So all this, wow. So very soon they will turn red. Some of them have already started turning color. I've not harvested any of these small chilies. I've only harvested the big ones. So this will be the first harvest for this demon chili. And remember, all this chili came from zero cost seeds. Actually, I was given like three chilies. I went to the shop and asked if they have chili. And the shopkeeper gave me like 3 chilies and told me just go and use that. So that's what I came, I dried the seeds and I planted. And now 2 years later, I'm still harvesting chili. Look at this. So remember, these ones had not revived. the last time I was doing the live shows. But now today, that's why I wanted to do this live show, to show you what is happening. Because we are not so sure about the rains. Looks like it wants to rain. We were told they wouldn't last long. So everything that I'm getting right now is so precious because of the water stress we have here. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. So imagine if you are growing chilies commercially. Commercial planting of demon red chili. And you got flowers like this. You'd be so happy. Because you see, all the flowers I'm getting a very high percentage of chili from them. The flowers are not, they're not falling. I'm not losing any flowers. Look at this. And now look at the leaves. The leaves that was so small. Tiny leaves. Look at the transformation. So these live photos are so precious because I don't know what will happen. We don't know how the rains will behave again because of climate change. We've been told just expect irregular rainfall. And you've seen in different parts of the world there's flooding. And that's all because of climate change. So anything you manage to get now looking good is so precious. So lots of water in the ground, that's why you see the yellow. Look at the leaves. This is so nice. When I did a walk outside, I came across some holes and I wanted to show you what is inside. So I also want to show you what is inside here. So these are the culprits that chew wood. If they find your wood, your rotten piece of wood, definitely they are going to come there. Look at this. So now because of the rains, I know I'm going to encounter more of this around the garden. Then I have some wooden stands, so I have to keep on removing. And now here I want to show you my hedge. Remember, it was very dry. And all you could see was thorns. But now look at this. The green is coming back. The green is coming back beautifully. So when I shared the video celebrating that it's raining, that I'm getting ready for more green in the garden, sure, look at more green in the garden. Remember my ornamental plants that was naked? Look at the nice, pretty leaves. The nice, pretty leaves. Look at this. They are back. They are back. Look at this. So beautiful in the garden. So this is the amaranth that has survived the water stress. And look at the color of this amaranth. Then we come to this other side. This one I planted later and it has been boosted by the rains. Look at the color. And the other that is lighter in color is has more space compared to this one. This one I even did some dense planting here, but the rains have done me well. Look at this. And the birds haven't come to this one. I think it's because of this scarecrow close by here. So this is good amaranth. And I've started some amaranth in a different block. This is another traditional vegetable. This is Bidden spilosa. Bidden spilosa has a lot of benefits. I'm doing a video on Bidden spilosa and also purslane. I have a lot of purslane around in my garden. So these are my potatoes from scrap. Look at this. And I've done 2 different containers. So this is potatoes from scrap. This is also potatoes from scrap. A different container also. This is great. This is wonderful. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Remember the trees that were all naked, so dry. Look at this. Okay, now remember my bougainvillea? See? Coming back. In the other block, I've also planted some more green. So all these that you're seeing have come up after the rains. I didn't use water. I haven't gotten to a point that I need to go around all of them watering. That is all the blessing of the rain. So these are more capsicum, more chilies, the sunflower, I've got banana, and the hedge is coming back beautifully. This is so beautiful. Look at this. So if you watch my past videos, I've taken lots of photos showing you my background, and you would have seen how green my garden was. And right now we are getting more green. So today I think I have some more cucumbers to harvest. My cabbage, the one that forms the head, the birds have dealt with it, but at least I see there are some that will make it. The birds have dealt with my sunflowers. Here I have more cucumbers to harvest. Today I think I will harvest some 2 or 3 cucumbers. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. See? Oh my, all these plants, they were dry. And there I have more stats. My passiflora. So today, for the gardening homesteading skills, I'm harvesting some more cucumber. Have some more cucumber to harvest. Then I hope the lower temperatures will do me good. At least I will have a change. And I do have some basil. I have some coriander. I have some parsley now. I have some mustards. And now there's more flowering. So today is live. Look at this. This is beetroot. And I love beets. So we make fruit salad and we add beets on top. Some people don't love beetroots, but I love beets. I love eating them raw. Or sometimes I make beets with potatoes. And people would say, but they're nice. Once you have a good recipe, how to cook your beets, you will enjoy beetroots. And you can also juice them. Look at this. Look at the big leaves. Remember the very small leaves. Okay, look at the palm of my hand, the size of the leaf. You see? Look at the palm of my hand and the size of the leaf. The big leaves. And here on this bed I have beetroots and I have radish. I do have the long white radish inside here. That's radish. So those that have made it through the tough times are certainly looking good. And then here, finally, my tangerine. Look at this. I hope this time round I'm going to enjoy some fruits. Look at this. So this one, I really tried watering this tree. I watered and I watered and I watered, but nothing. After the rains, the heavy rains that flooded my gardens. See? So I hope this time round the story will be different. I hope this time round we are going to enjoy some nice fruits. Look at all this. There are so many. So then I want to show you my groundnuts. I did spread my seeds, but somehow the ones on this side are the ones that came up. Still beautiful. And look at this. So these are peanuts in a container. Look at my potatoes. and they're already flowering. Today, is there anyone that is... I did show this one that was flowering. Another one inside here. So basically it means the potatoes are forming. So this corner I have some nice sunflower. It's another patch. So the birds have dealt with my sunflowers. But now you're going to see if I can at least get some few heads. I'll be happy. This is also a citrus tree that has been struggling, but it's coming up. So more sunflowers here, and these are the ones that were chewed by the birds and the dogs. See, filled more containers. I want to show you my sunflowers. So today I should be harvesting some more cucumbers. And these are more eggplants. This one is ready for harvests. Ready for harvest. So when the rains come so heavy for more than a day, continuously for 2 days, it's not really nice. Too much of a good thing becomes bad again. These are carrots. These are carrots. Wow, that eggplant is looking really nice. Ready for harvests. For the zucchinis, I've only seen like 2 more fruits, and I'm thinking I'll just use these containers for some other crop, because it's so difficult to grow zucchinis during drought. With the high temperatures and the water stress, it has given me a lot of trouble to get some good zucchini harvest. So for zucchinis, I'm thinking until the situation changes, I don't think I want to grow lots of zucchinis again. I don't want to dedicate many containers to zucchinis again, because I'm getting shapeless zucchini, and now they're outside, and because of the rains, they're also sensitive. If they get too much water, you see the leaves have turned color. Too much water again is bad. Too little water is bad. Very high temperatures is bad. Very high temperatures, it means you get a lot of males. I still don't have lots of females. All these containers, I've harvested like only 9 zucchinis from all these containers, from the time I started harvesting to date that I'm doing this live show. And look at the zucchinis that are growing. Look at the shapes. Look at the shapes. And look at this. So I'm thinking zucchinis will now be an X for me for the time being, and until there's a change. And I don't know when there will be a change. So possibly I'll just say zucchini, it's been good. It's been real. I'm not growing zucchini again. So I'm just going to enjoy the few fruits I'm going to be getting from these ones. If it rains and the container gets a little bit more water, the leaves will turn, the plant has a problem. If there's water stress, the plant has a problem. High temperatures, the plant has a problem. Pollinators, the plant has oh, it's the most difficult plant to grow in the garden. Zucchini, and now they are all shapeless. I'm only seeing one that looks like it has a good shape, and that one is here. It's inside here. Looks like it has a good shape. So for the rest, I think for zucchini I will say thank you. It's been real. And now, coming to my, look at my capsicum. Remember I topped my capsicum, and look at this. So look at my plant right now. They were not like this. If you watch the video, Muddy planting capsicum, I planted them after some heavy rains, and I cut off the top. And look at the leaves. Look at this. This is great. I'm almost tempted to just do a variety of chili plants in my garden. I want to do so many different varieties of, because these chili plants can survive the drought conditions, can survive the high temperatures, can survive the water stress, and you will still get fruits. Then for the other plants, I just do a small patch. So this is capsicum in a container. And look at this, I also cut the top. I pinch the top. And the side shoots are growing. Looks like it also wants to grow some flowers already again. Remember, I removed the flowers. So there are more leaves, more side shoots. I did add the compost, I did add manure. So the plant is loving the environment. Then I used ash to raise the pH, to give it a good pH. Because here I use a lot of salty water. The borehole water is salty. So it somehow messes up with the pH of your soil. And that can lock up the nutrients. So they're looking really good. Really, really good. Look at this. So many side shoots. So if I had not pinched the top, it means it would just grow. It would continue shooting up instead of developing more side shoots. But then this way I see I'm going to get lots of many fruits, lots of bell peppers in my garden. And remember, for bell peppers you can harvest for a long period, just like the other chili plants. For the chili plant is more than 2 years. For the bell peppers also, I will harvest them for a long period, 2 to 3 years. As long as I keep on topping the compost and the manure, I will keep on harvesting. Then I've harvested the cowpeas, and I've left the okra now to grow some nice leaves because it was covered by the cowpeas. So there I'm going to add more okra, and this is the work of the birds. So there's no need to even maintain these plants here. They have finished all this. Look at this. They have finished all this. Look at the ground. So they're also getting to this one. And this one they have just dropped when I was on the other side, because these two are not here. So now they are targeting this head. See? They're now targeting this head. I need to find a way to cover it. At least if I get a head, I'll be happy. But for the others, I'll just cut them and plant more sunflowers. Because the good thing is that you have lots of bees in the garden, and you've seen how pollinators are so important in the garden. Then here I have my corn. So still looking good, and the beans have shot up. And my mint, I know I'm going to enjoy lots of mint. Then remember this flower, this plant that was so dry, so naked. Look at it. So I remember when I was doing the video on sunflowers, I did show you this plant it was in my background, and it was very dry. And look at this. So at least some rains have done as well. They have done as good. And my hedge is now getting some new fresh leaves. I've added some more pineapples. Those ones are still in water. I will transplant them. So they're definitely changing. Look at these burnt orange leaves because of the drought. And now it's slowly transforming. Here there must be, what is it? A moth that left its cocoon. Is there anything inside? That's why I love Nature Growers TV. I always love investigating. Looks like there's nothing inside. It's already out. Okay, down here I want to show you my watermelons. Look at this. This is great. This is great. Then I've seen some other smaller fruits still growing from the vines. So I should be expecting more fruits. And now my sunflowers, and this is the work of the birds. I invited them to my garden. I invited them, and they have really chewed. They have done a lot of chewing. They've done a lot of chewing. My aloe vera looking so good. Oh my. And this plant is now reviving. Look at this. It is finally reviving. So that heavy rain was good. It is reviving. These are my potatoes in an underground container. Looking good. And now this, wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this, and look at my coleus. So beautiful. And this is my watermelon in a container. Looking good. So for today's live, that was the update. I have some more stats, some more tomatoes, some more beetroots, some more eggplant, and Swiss chard, and that is sunflower. And it wants to rain. It's so hot, high heat. Here I have definitely a fruit that is looks like there was also a problem with the pollination. So at least there's some good fruit. So that's the story, the real picture gardening in drought. The struggles I've gone through growing my crops during drought. And this is my mango. There's another volunteer plant here. Can you recognize this? This is mango. Looks like this one is also growing. My succulents. So that is the update, gardening in drought. There are some changes in the garden. So I'm thinking of doing away with the zucchinis and some other plants. Just planting them afresh. We don't know for how long these rains are going to last. But at least I got some fruits and I'm so happy, so excited about my chili fruits. I got more, I've filled in more sacks, reusing these sacks in the garden to create more containers. Then I got more containers. So you can expect more for container gardening. So this whole sack is full of such containers. And remember the sacks that were at that point. That one has gotten so much water draining out slowly. It's struggling. So that's why I've said there will be a lot of changes. So I got a cold on Saturday. I was under the weather. I was not feeling well, so I couldn't do a live. My usual live on Sunday between 4 and 5. So I'm still recovering and I will show you more. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining me in this live episode. Until next time, let's create a food and garden heaven. Thank you.